Let's see. Clickbait title check. Talk about investing. Plenty of name drops. What else? What else can I put? Maybe if I challenge JT to like a steel cage match for the championship belt, that would probably get some people to watch. Of course, it would help if you couldn't read the fantasy baseball on the belt. Hey guys, so we made it to round three of the greatest hits. It's been fun, man. It's been fun to go back and look at all this stuff. Lots of goofy moments, lots of just lots of weird, cool stuff. So check it out.
I've read Joe Orlando's articles. I think he's a schmuck too, but you know, if the board of directors at Taco Bell thinks I'm a schmuck, I'm probably still hitting the drive-through on a regular basis. So
not easy. I'm not saying they have an easy road to try to get that. How do you have 1 to 3 years of direct grading experience?
Where are you getting it before you work?
If you've never worked for a grading company, yeah, how do you have 1 to 3 years of direct grading?
Right. Doubtful. They probably all sign NDAs.
Oh
yeah, they got to.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I mean, I would love to talk to somebody that actually worked there, because kind of like what you guys were talking about earlier, I am pretty sure that their process is nothing like what they show in those tutorial videos.
Oh, yeah, those are old.
I mean, it's nothing like that, because yeah. One of the main things that I've noticed so far with kind of like the way that people have generally dealt with this thing is we kind of had the motto of, to make sure that we hit our target, we shoot first, and then we just call whatever we hit the target. Does that make sense?
Pulls PMG like it's nothing. That's right.
There you go. There you go. That's how Michael rolls.
That's how I roll.
He likes the PMGs.
Groups. So Instagram, I go on, I scroll, and just look at pictures or videos, and then if I want to search something, being able to search is a lot easier there than it is some of the other social media. So I'm a big fan of Instagram just for time's sake. I can scroll. I can spend 2 minutes scrolling and see just a tremendous amount of volume. In 2015, I bought, it was 37 or 38 hobby cases of 2013 draft. I thought that was the best buy at the time. And so I literally bought that many all within the month or so. I bought those for, some of them I may have even got them for $500. I want to say most of them were $600 a case. Lose in the long run.
Mad respect, Joel.
Or my other favorite thing, when somebody lists it on Instagram or Facebook or something, and they put DM me or PM me for price, that's just code for my price is way too freaking high.
Another interesting lot that I picked up here. I'm not going to go through all of these, but this is all the same card here. And that is the 2012 Panini Prism Russell Westbrook, the base card. So I picked up, it's either like, I think there's 84 or 86 of those that I picked up just in one lot from a guy. And a lot of times when you buy a lot like this, a lot of, for the most part, the cards have, been picked through for grading and stuff like that. So you'll get a lot of them that have, scratches, dings, corner wear, whatever, off-centered. This was actually a pretty nice lot. I think there's probably around 20 to 25 of these that I'll probably end up submitting to PSA. So that's what I've been getting an order ready to send out. I'm going to be doing an order through JT Triple Crown 24 card that I'm going to show you. It's really rare, and it's not necessarily I don't know. It's like it's nothing spectacular as far as, you know, it's not a refractor, it's not super shiny or anything, but it's just a really rare card. And that is the 2016 Optic Russell Westbrook preview. And then, of course, you know, I've been picking up a lot of Patrick Mahomes lately, and I saw this one, and I don't know, I couldn't pass it up. So this is the 2018 Panini Unparalleled. This is the Fireworks. So this is definitely a really tough one to find, as these are numbered to 5. So 4. Let's see what Eric has sent. Let me kind of get this open really fast here. I kind of know what, I think I know what some of this is, and pretty spectacular. I must say too, I am so proud of Eric for sending it in his favorite kind of box, the small flat rate that he always brags about in his videos. Always talks about the great quality, and I can't say that he's wrong when he says that these boxes are just not the greatest, but they get the job done. So here's what we got in here. Very professionally packaged here. All right. So I was talking to him one night, and he showed me this cool pack, and looky who's showing on the pack. Russell Westbrook. Very cool right here. Like that's awesome. This is from 2008 Fleer, so this is Westbrook's rookie year, and to have him showing on a pack like that, that's may not be a big deal to everyone, but that's really cool. So that's awesome. I recognize this guy. Let's see what we got. Oh, I know what that one is. We're going to save that for last there. All right, so we got a mosaic base of Russell Westbrook. This is pretty cool here. I've never seen this one. Look at that. It kind of reminds me of the Fleer Ultra Scoring Kings. This is a power surge. If you guys know anything about the weather here in Oklahoma, we get a lot of lightning and the occasional power surge. So this is cool. This is from 1617 Panini Aficionado. I've never seen this card. That's sweet. And then this is the big one here, guys. Wow. So this is really cool. So what this is the 2019 Mosaic, and this is the blue fluorescent. Just look at that thing. And these, as you can see, are numbered to 15. I would agree. Mike says that Topps will find a way to print an update set. They want the money. I'm not going to disagree with that, Mike, because I think definitely Topps and Panini have proven over the course of this, surge in the hobby, they will print anything that they can, and they will print as much of it as people will take. They definitely want the money.
Yeah, we'll probably get a record Jordan Alvarez and Gavin Lux amount of rookies this year. I mean, there's no telling how many they're going to print between every Topps product's going to have them this year, and that's about the only guys they've got. So it'll be crazy.
Yeah.
Topic that I wanted to talk about, of course, which was more of a. I'm gonna catch some flack on this one, of course. But that's okay.
Is this your rant?
This can be my rant, guys, and any of you guys that are on Instagram or Facebook a lot. There's one thing that just absolutely drives me crazy. I'm always telling Andy about this all the time. And some of you guys are going to laugh. Some guys are going to. When I say I'm going to catch some flack for it, I'm not really. I don't think too bad.
Just to set this up for you, I know that there's like one particular person that you gear this to, and I can promise you guys, this person's not in this. He's not on this chat, so don't worry.
I wish he was. I don't care if he was.
He's not talking about anybody in here. I can promise you.
So, guys, all of you guys have probably seen this. It's on social media, but do you have that one person or multiple people that just tend to post the same card over and over and over and over again, and they'll take it and put it in a picture with another card and just rearrange it, and it's just the same cards continuously, and it's like this need for attention. And it drives me absolutely up the wall. I cannot handle it. Every time I see it, I literally just want to go on and start commenting and asking them if they can get a new card to post. Maybe I can ship them one for free to post. Whatever it is, just anything so that it's something different. It absolutely drives me crazy.
Do you think that I mean, like this person in particular, like, do you think he's just looking for attention, or do you think he's trying to pump those cards, or what do you think it is that makes him do that? Because I know what you're talking about.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think I think it's an attention thing mainly. It's just this need for people to tell him how great his collection is. Like we don't already know you got badass stuff. Like we can't see that, by looking back at your older posts. It's Eric. It's every card this guy has, and it's not just one person. There's more than one. There's one specific I'm talking about, but like to me, there's a few rules to like posting these types of things. If you get another card of the same one and you want to show that now that I have two of them, but put in your comments, hey, I got a new edition in. It goes together good with this other one. Okay, I can live with that. I'll meet you in the middle. I can live with that. But when you just continuously post the same ones, it drives me nuts. Absolutely drives me crazy.
It wasn't Johnny Damon.
Wasn't a Johnny Damon. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if it was. I would be opposed if it was. But it's now Grant's when we put this guy on blast. I'm not going to do that just for.
Nah.
I won't do it. But if you go on Instagram or Facebook or anything, you'll see it's not just one person. You'll see it with a bunch. There's one particular that we like to laugh about just because we see it all the time.
Which, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty funny to see people that, they have. Was that a cat that just went by?
Lilo the cat.
And we're I guess.
I see we've got a couple of heavy hitters first in the comments here. Mr. Eric, those back pages, and Mr. Dave, Blue Jacket 66. I like Dave earlier when I posted that we were going to be going live. He said that if he had absolutely nothing else to do and there was nothing on TV, then he might stop in. I told him I don't blame you.
I mean, that's fair.
I've had some people that have reached out to me, and they brought up Byron Buxton because they know that I've been buying some Acuna stuff, and they asked me, if I worry about, Acuna because of a guy like Buxton. And I mean, of course, there's always the risk of somebody, busting. But the one thing I will say about Acuna that's different than Buxton is, like, I don't think Buxton's ever had a good season, has he?
No, he didn't. First off, he never had a complete season. At least if he was on the field. I mean, and I'm with you. They're one and the same as far as athleticism and position and a lot of different things. But Acuna's already had, two better seasons than Buxton ever had. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and it's I haven't bought the. When does the new game come out? Is it out yet? It's not out.
No,
yet.
August 20th, I think, is right around there somewhere.
I usually like to buy it and play it. That's usually like the only video game that I ever play.
So Andy, just with all these guys in there, who's the better player out of you and I?
Oh man, come on. That's
Come on.
well.
Last year's game, out of the 100 times we played, who won? Who won? Probably 80% of the time.
I would say that. I mean, I won maybe, and this is no joke. Like, if we played 100 times, I would say I probably only won maybe like 3 or 4 times.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're thinking that's even optimistic, huh?
No, I think you did win that meeting.
I mean, I'm not the best at Madden by any stretch, but I mean, I'm okay. But we played each other so much, and it's just like in real football. Like, you kind of we know each other's tendencies a lot, and I mean, I'll try to like mix things up, and it just whenever I try to stray away from my original strategy, things go south pretty quick. I'm already having anxiety about that.
I haven't played in a long time since we stopped. When did we stop playing? Probably January, February?
Oh, it was probably before that.
Was it?
Yeah.
We played for a long time last year's. I know.
Oh, man, I mean, if anybody knows me very well, I hate to lose at anything. So it's a very like
no, I'm the same way. I get mad when I lose.
For a lot of people, they play video games to kind of decompress and kind of relax. I'm the opposite. Like, it gets me amped up, like playing video games, because I want to win so bad. And like, I'll get a lead against Michael, and then, I'm like all, anxious, just trying to hold on, I'm like wiping sweat. I'm like just trying to hold on, I start playing too conservative, and then he'll catch up. It's just
a return a kickoff on you or something.
Yeah, it's just it's an awful thing.
I'd love to see the
Ron Fig. All right. Well, this is all right, Michael. Do you have some questions here?
Oh yeah. So Ryan, having the shop and everything. Let's hear some pull stories. Things either you've pulled group breaks or watch people in person pull in your shop.
Yeah, so it's definitely very exciting when you break and you can pull something cool. It's as being a collector, it's definitely tough because you pull some really cool stuff and you're like, dude, I would love to keep this. Sure. Like we pulled multiple like Zion Next Days, Jaw Genesis, like recently, like Zion Galactic, like a lot of cool basketball stuff. But in terms of the shop, there's the biggest pull by far. I mean, just the one that comes to mind is actually right here. When 2019 Playbook had come out, we had gone through almost our full second case, and a customer had ripped the last couple of boxes, and I actually got it on video. So he opens the first pack, and it's huge, right? You can tell it's a booklet, and he lays it down. And I've actually posted this on Instagram. He like lays it down, and I'm like, well, we can see it's a vault. It's red. So my first thought is like Mecole Hardman might have a vault. I didn't know the checklist at the time. And then Mahomes. I mean, it's Chiefs red. So I'm like, there's no one else that would really be there. Brady probably doesn't have one, and if he did, it would be blue. So I'm like, might as well record this. If there's a vault, you just have no idea what it's going to look like. And he pulls it off to the side, and it says Mahomes, right? And it was upside down, and then he flips it over, and this is what it actually looks like.
Wow.
So I don't know if I can get it all the way on camera. It is one of the coolest cards I've ever seen pulled.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, a lot going on for sure.
Yeah, and it's again, I don't know how to do this on here, but it is a 101.
Yeah, I can see it.
So I kind of figured, and I still think at this point, it would probably be the product hit. I can't think of anything that would be better out of Playbook. Kyler's not going to sell as well as Mahomes. Lamar, I don't think is going to sell as well as Mahomes because it's not a rookie. So I just kind of figured the product hit. I love Mahomes. I've been very big on Mahomes, and what the way the card looked, I was like, if he wants to sell it, it's not going to leave. And sure enough, his name's Brian. He was willing to sell it. We spent 20 minutes working out a deal, and I was able to purchase it. But that's by far been the coolest pull in my store.
That's pretty impressive.
So anybody that follows you on social media or just knows you, like they see how passionate of a collector you are and how passionate you are about the cards. So how tough is that to balance your passion for collecting with also, being a dealer as a career?
It is extremely difficult, and I struggle with it a lot because these cards pay my bills, right? Like I have to sell them. I always say I can't eat them. So it's definitely tough because I want to keep emotion into it. Like this, like I've got these cool cards of like, I think these are good buys. I think they're safe long-term. LeBron, for instance, I think LeBron stuff's about as safe as it gets. And like I own a Topps Chrome PSA 9 refractor, and I got it in January in a trade valued at $46.50. And I think the last PSA 9 did $28.5. Yeah. And it's like, that card, I think, is as safe as it gets long-term. I think that's an iconic basketball card. Will definitely be up there. But it's like at some point you really think about, is this something you sell and cash in? And, I've got some student loans from my time at, Ohio State. So it's like you could, I always say that's life-changing money. And you could do a lot with that and pay off some debt and set myself up for the future with like my family. So it's really, really, really hard because you can't keep everything. But I really, really, really do enjoy collecting. I mean, I would collect these cards if they were worth no money at all. Wouldn't work for my job because that wouldn't work. But I really do enjoy collecting. And like I said, I would collect them if they were worth nothing at all.
Yeah. So I know you've got to run here in a second. You want to tell everybody out there, like, where they can find you on social media and, where your shop is and everything in case somebody's in the area? Yeah.
So anything on social, so Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we even do TikTok, is all Card Collector 2. YouTube's Card Collector 2. And then I'm also on a podcast with a couple good guys. It's Card Talk. You can find that on Spotify or on Apple Podcast. So, and our shop is in Grove City. It's like 4026 Broadway. It's off like 62 in Grove City.
Awesome, man. Well, I know you've got to run, but man, we really appreciate you stopping in. You're you're such a staple of the National. So I was like, man, we've got to get you involved in this somehow. So thanks for stopping in, Ryan.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys having me and inviting me on here. Really appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good one, buddy.
See you guys.
All right, thanks. Dale pickups. The other guy and this is the guy that really kind of got me interested, and that is the notorious Conor McGregor. So I've picked up some of his base Topps Chromes here. I think I have like 7 of those that I've picked up. Let's see, what else do we got here? We've got the Diamond Refractor from 17 Topps Chrome. Really like the way this one looks. So yeah, this has just been kind of fun. The cards especially, something that I didn't really know a ton about, so it's been fun researching them. Here's the base refractor. It's been fun researching them, and the one thing that I really have noticed is like they just obviously don't make near as many of these as they do the sports cards from each particular year. The other sports, the mainstream sports. Here's the gold refractor, the 17. Kind of like the Chuck Liddell. This one's numbered to 50. And then I also picked up the orange refractor, 22 of 25. Yeah, so this has just it's been a lot of fun, just kind of learning more about the cards and the fighters. I mean, like I said, I started watching UFC a while back, but I really just recently started getting into it again. So Here's the base refractor from 2019. Topps Chrome. Got the sepia. That's a nice looking one. The diamond. This is right here. This one looks great. The green. The gold. Conor's just one of those guys. Like he's very exciting to watch his fights, and he's definitely a very polarizing guy. He's people either love him or hate him. It seems like. The orange to 25, and then the black. And the blacks are numbered to 10. So these are kind of tough to track down. Like even the base cards and base refractors are pretty tough. Made any retail, it was hobby only for 17 and 18. So lots of shine, cool card. And then the last one, okay, so this is a card that I bought in the middle of December. And I bought this card, and it had a very poor eBay picture, so it was hard to tell, what the condition was gonna be like whenever I got it in hand. At the price that I paid, I would have been happy if it would have, come back an 8, to be honest. For what I paid. That was kind of the expectations. And then when I got the card in hand, I was like, okay, this one's probably going to be at least a 9. So then my expectations, were, a 9. So I sent it into PSA at the express level, and I got it back a few days ago. And to my surprise, we got a PSA 10. So